Okay, so I'm losing too much weight, which isn't really a good thing. Especially if you want to have a transplant. So I have this thing that will help me increase my appetite, and as well the shakes, they've like upped it to like 2 or 3 times a day. So let's see how this goes. Oh, it looks gross. Okay, bottoms up. I used to do shots and now I do this. That was not my favorite thing. I had a very strange morning. I wake up with like pain on the inside of my cheek, like a sore. I don't know. I can't see it. And then I felt nauseous. And all I was throwing up was foam. And then I had these weird like body twitches. And the doctors came to look at me. And they gave me iron and something else, which made me sleep for like 4 hours or something. No, not 4 hours. 3 hours. But I could feel when that thing started to work, when the iron started to work, because my hands were like this and my nails were like digging into my hands, that the nurse was holding my hands open. And I'm so sweet. So I could feel when it was like working, because my hand was like releasing. And I feel a lot better now. But I'm gonna take it easy. I just had a neutropenic fever and my whole body was shaking. I felt like I was in the Arctic. My head hurts. My stomach hurts. It's too much. Yesterday I went into neutropenic fever, which means my white blood cell count was so low. I just started shivering and I had headaches and my stomach hurt. They gave me some meds and I felt better, and then I felt worse, and I was just puking everywhere. The wall, the floors, the bed, myself, everywhere. And my heart felt like it was beating out of my chest, but I think it was actually bone pain. My head was sore, my stomach hurt, my vision was blurry. I was like in so much pain. I was screaming and holding my head like this, and I didn't realize I was busy ripping out my own hair. But today I feel much better. They gave me different meds, and they said they're gonna give me some blood and platelet transfusions, and they want to catch any infection as it's even a whiff. My eyes look, the camera nicely flattens and makes me look a little bit better, but I have very dark circles under my eyes. Anyway, so the reason I've been feeling so weak and I've had fevers and like pain, like literally ripping my hair out, is because I picked up a bacteria called Aeromonas hydrophila, which like crossed over from the stomach into the blood, so I have a blood infection. But the antibiotics are working and I'm starting to feel a bit better now. I still feel super weak, but I feel much better. And my hair started falling out again, so hence I have the cold cap thing on to see if we can try save it. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna shave it for the transplant eventually anyway, but my scalp is so sensitive. Just touching like this, like, I can't describe it. It's like, it's actually painful. Like, yeah. I feel like a no, not superior, a, a race warrior, a race winner. I managed to take the elevator to the coffee machine and get a coffee. I know it seems small, but anyway. Now I'm busy reading through this thing about the chemo I had, and I will tell you more once I've read it. Well, it happened again. I got some really bad bone pain in my back and my sides. And they gave me some painkillers and then I slept. And the doctor said maybe it's the marrow growing back, so hopefully my white blood cell count will go up. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that very much. feel like hell on earth, honestly. I can barely walk for reasons. I feel so weak. I'm in pain. I'm getting some blood transfusions. So hopefully that'll make me feel better soon. I'm in so much pain. I can't even move to the bathroom properly. So they put me on the fentanyl again. And I'm hoping it'll work ASAP. It's 5 a.m. Yeah, and I've been up since 3 in pain. They gave me some injections which are starting to ease the pain now. And I'm hoping I'll go back to sleep soon. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning. I woke up from the pain. Sorry, can you see all the little black bits? You know, they shaved my head, but the little pieces are still falling out, so I look a bit patchy. But I woke up in pain. I tried to function. I tried to sleep. I simply couldn't. I had to roll over onto my side and prop all the pillows in between my legs and try that way, and it still hurt too much. So eventually I just called and asked for extra painkillers. Bearing in mind I'm already on a lot of painkillers, but I'm not one to take lots of things, but like I have a very high pain threshold. This is just it's too much. It's too much. And I need the help. So, I tried to walk like 5 meters to my doctor's office yesterday, and I didn't even make it 2 meters. And my doctor found me and was like, I'm not going to leave you. And like half carried me back to my bed and it made sure I was okay. And like, but I have been reading. I can't say reading because it hurts my eyes to actually look at screens and stuff like that. And even to watch on my tablet, it's like, oh, it's too much. So, like, I watch on my phone sometimes, and even then, it's like, oh, it's too much. So, I just listen. So, I've been listening to this audiobook called Hug, Hig. And it's about the Danish way of living happy. And it's like enjoying the simple things, like rather than hosting a dinner and having that pressure and then one person's the leader, like your friends all bring a little different dish to make and you all cook it at the same time together. Everybody brings a little jar to take home with them something. Like the art of enjoying an elbow cap. I don't know if that's the right word. On your blazer, or the simple enjoyment of the wind in your hair when you ride a bicycle. That's hig. I have to check that word for you. I just needed something really light and something that I could listen to and kind of fall in and out of sleep with and not miss too much. And it really did it for me. Hey, it's like I'm trying to think of things like that in my room now, like where I place my water bottle on each side of the bed,
there's a little space. It's not meant for water, but my water fits in there perfectly. And that's like hedge. Hang on, let me check this word. Okay, it's spelled Hygge, but it said Huga. Um, so I've just been like trying to not force myself to do things because like I don't have how long is a piece of string because mine is not very long right now. Um, so anyway, um, it's really cute. If you want to read it, I highly recommend it. It's called The Little Book of Huga. Um, it's a very sweet little book, and it's just like looking at life in a little bit more of like a plain but beautiful way. Um, so like, yes, my wall might be white, but it's also kind of beautiful that it's white, but there's like such a big wall, you know? It's like a canvas that my mind is free to paint with, especially on the painkillers. um, anyway, so I'm sorry for the delayed updates, but I really haven't been um, great at all. And I'm guessing now the painkillers are kicking in, so I'm feeling a little bit more like pep in my step. How long did it last? Hooga. Hooga. I'm just gonna enjoy it. Whilst it does, I'm just gonna enjoy it.
Howdy. Okay, so I'm filming this laying down because it's actually too sore for me to stand up and to lie on my back or sit. So the side it is. I know it might not look like I'm on my side at the moment, but I am on my side. Um, I just want to say that I have been through hell, but keep fighting and things will get better. Um, my white blood cell count should only have been low for 2 weeks. It's now like 4 weeks. Um, but hence why some other infections and stuff are taking longer to heal. And I'm on antibiotics for much longer than what I should have been. But I'm grateful for those antibiotics because without them, I wouldn't be okay. And yes, they upped my dosage of painkillers and stuff. I do still feel pain. I do. Um, but I'm feeling a lot better and a lot more human, I could say, or a lot more like a woman again. I even managed to spray on a little bit of perfume, although it's like a very soft perfume, just because I wanted to feel a little bit like nice. Okay, so I did promise you I'm going to tell you about Flag, the chemo I've had. And so let me tell you about that now. I just have to keep checking the details because I have chemo brain, so I don't remember everything. Also, not a doctor, so I'm not exactly like an expert on these things, but then you can understand a little bit of what I've been through. Okay, so let's start off with how it works. It is for AML, acute myeloid leukemia, but I have acute lymphoblastic leukemia. But this is my third round of leukemia, so hopefully it's so strong that it would kill it. Um, I did relapse, yes, but it was a very early stage relapse. They caught it very quickly, which is woohoo! It's so great. Not great that I got the cancer. No one would ever say that. But definitely glad that they caught it in time before I had the transplant, and then there's my chance, poof, gone. So, I had for about 1 week chemo every day, 3 times a day. I think I had, it was like a, I'm probably going to get this wrong because my mind is so foggy, like a 3 hour or 4 hour infusion of one chemo. And then I would have a break. And then I would have for like a 2 hour break, I think. And then I would have like an infusion for another hour of a different chemo. And then another one after that. I also had something called like a granulocytes upper. I'm getting these words wrong. Which is something that I've had many times before. Filgrastim is the active ingredient. It's basically to like encourage your white blood cells, like, hey, make more, make more. And I've had it many times before, but for some reason, one day I had a really bad reaction. I did talk about that in my previous video. It was excruciating. I can since say that I've probably been through more excruciating pain. Um, it's it's been a journey. This round of leukemia, I would say, has been the most physically grueling. Um, to the point where like I can't walk, I can't go to the bathroom, I can't sit. Like to eat, I'm like literally lying like this with the bowl, and I'm like with the spoon. So that's a little bit ridiculous, but anyway, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, so that is it. Now let me tell you some of the side effects. Okay, so some of the side effects, and these are just some of the side effects and like some base side effects. There are more rare side effects where I have had those. So you can feel tired, no energy, nausea, your hair falls out, you're in pain. Wait, I have to check the rest. Tiredness, shivering, rash, nail and skin changes, which I've had those. Breathlessness. There's definitely been times where I've been like, and that's just me trying to like breathe normally. And there's been a few nights where I've called the nurses repeatedly, shame, and I feel like I drove them a little crazy, but I was just screaming in pain, like, and on my stomach, because that was the only way that I could not feel pain. But even then, I still felt pain, and I would pass out. I kept passing out. I kept, even though I wasn't hot, I was measuring my temperature. I kept like sweating from the pain, and then I would shiver from the sweats, and then it was just this vicious cycle. There were also 2 times that I had really high fever, but you know, my doctors, they're great, so they fixed that really quickly. So that is where I've been at. I'm sorry it's taken me a bit longer to upload. This is a lot of effort for me to edit a video and put things together. I mean, just imagine if it's effort for me to eat and I'm like on my side. Can you just take a moment to think how hard it is for me to edit the videos and stuff sometimes? But I want to do it, and I want to keep doing it. It is something I think helps other people to see what it's like. It also shows my friends and families what I'm going through. And I'm going to be honest with you, I do not show you everything. I do not. There are some things that are just a little bit too personal for me. And I'm not comfortable sharing that. And that's okay, because I'm already sharing quite a lot of my journey. So, yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to end this video on a positive note because you can see I went through hell. But I'm hoping I'm gonna be back soon, baby. Okay. Love you, bye.